Pre-Calc 108, number 24. So this is one of the show problems. I'm going to try to show that the left-hand side is equal with the right-hand side. Usually I take it just a minute before I start to look at the right-hand side and see if I notice anything. The only thing I really notice is that tangent can be written as sine over cosine. Even if I multiplied them, I'd get sine squared theta over cosine. So I feel like I want to start taking this part. So secant is 1 over cosine, isn't it? Because really, let's look again. So is there anything else interesting? I mean, we have our basic reciprocal function. So that's what I'm planning. That's the path I'm planning on taking. I don't see anything else really. Sometimes they do stuff with double angles. Oh, no. I think I'm just going to go with the, there's always like 5 or 10 different ways you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and try to use reciprocals on this. So secant is the same as 1 over cosine. And there's... Oh, and then I feel like I want to get a common denominator now. Why do I don't know, it's an instinct or something. I just feel like I do. Common denominator would be cosine, so I'd have, hey, so this would be 1 over cosine. If I want a common denominator, I have to multiply the top and bottom by cosine theta. So I'm actually going to get cosine squared theta up here. I mean, I don't know if I'm getting any closer to where I want to go, but I see something interesting that's happening that might help. Now I have a common denominator, so I can write it like this. Now 1 minus cosine squared theta. Oh, sweet. So 1 minus cosine squared theta, I think, is equal to sine squared theta. Let's check. If I subtracted cosine squared theta from both sides of this identity, I'd have sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus cosine squared theta. Well, I can write this as sine squared theta now. So why am I happy about that? Because when I took this thing apart and I kind of looked at it over here, I noticed, that's sine squared theta over cosine theta. And that's kind of what I have. That is what I have, right? So it's kind of like, I know you're supposed to work the left-hand side to make it match the right-hand side, but you kind of work the right-hand side a little bit too. So then I can rewrite this as, I want there to be a tangent. So I'll take one of these sines over cosine, so I'll go like this. Right? And then this one, I'm just going to leave the sine by itself. I can do that. That's right. That's okay. I didn't break any rules. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to make it equal sine theta tangent theta. I was lazy and I didn't write it. That's probably a super bad math error. Probably shouldn't copy that. And then I can just turn that into tangent because sine over cosine is tangent. I don't know if that was the fastest way to do it, but we got it done. And it made sense to me a little bit, so hopefully you followed all that.